that we have lack of volunteers many times. And the second problem is with outsiders when we go and when we try to preach them, when we try to register them. So what problem we face generally we don't find right PG that time.
We all should make notes, whatever they're telling. These sessions, I know myself make notes. So this is an activity. This is not time passing. Time waste करना है. Everyone should make notes, note down the problem, note down the solution. Everyone should make a note. And next session when we meet, we will again discuss on this. I'm sure it will enhance. Problems will enhance, solution also enhance. ठीक है ना?
So without
Where is the mic? Live every बिना मतलब. दूसरा पार्ट का है. हाँ. थोड़ा पुष्पा यहाँ से करना. Lack of volunteers. And
Lack of volunteers, lack of sincerity. So this was a problem with the volunteers. Now with outsiders, when we go into their PG and when we try to preach them, so the first problem which we face is finding right PG, and second is entering inside the PG. And the third problem is that we have sometimes we face that we have a long traveling time between two PGs, and sometimes even reaching to that destination also, that where we are going to register for the boys. So there also we have it takes long time to reach there and then coming also. And then the third issue is with registration. So inside the registration, what problem we face is sometimes the people say that they have working weekends or they have night shift. And second is sometime when they are in the group, so that's a distraction for them. And when we go in the co-link PG also, then there is also a distraction. And the third is that some, so they have Mataji is with them, so.
grouping also.
And the third is that sometime when we try to preach someone, so they have some preconception about ISKCON, sometimes that is negative impression. So that also. And then sometimes people also say that they have a monetary issue, they will not be able to pay 100 rupees. And sometimes they also say that we want to consult with our friends, our family members, or someone else. And the third issue is that finding right contacts. So that is like who those are inclined to the spiritual process. So the first problem is that the people don't say the direct thing. They try to manipulate in some way, and they just want to register the person. And then the second thing is that finding.
ये कौन करता है? Volunteers.
Sometimes.
क्या?
Sometimes they don't say like we are here to like teach you about Bhagavad Gita and these aspects. They sometimes they will say if you are distressed or if you want job or like this something. And then finding ripe context near temple. So these are the things which we'll be discussing with along with the solutions also. So with volunteers, the first section is lack of sincerity. So how to come up with the solution for it. So we discussed and we came out that there should be a proper training for them. So proper training means they should be properly trained on what to speak, because generally it happens when we are trying to communicate with someone. So there's a need of presence of mind there. We can't just learn something and we just like try to tell them. There should be always a presence of mind in front of them when we are talking to someone. So we try to like see his perception also. It's not like just we're putting forward what we learn from our this base and everyone. So that's a proper training should be given, that how to tackle the situation when we are talking to anyone. So properly understanding the situation, according to that we should tell them. And so this proper training, already we had this monthly IYF class, this one sessions. So in that we plan to give this training. So again, this can be enhanced.
But here, see, always we have problem. We all can ask questions. See, always we have a problem that training. So at a stretch, we give all the training, and people forget. I made the document also. I don't know how many people are. What training will be.
So training in the sense that what we are going to tell, that's what training. So generally when someone is going new, so they always have this question that what to tell the boys.
But then forget, no? See, the training session will cover, okay, when first time people are coming, so what to.
No, no, that is like our follow up, na? That is follow up. The outreach is something like we just have 1 2 points to tell that okay, the Bhagavad Gita is there. It is the manual of life. We have this problem in our life, and the Bhagavad Gita is the best solution. It gives the best solution to all those problems. Arjuna was in the same problem. Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita. He got victorious. So these are the like some basic things which we can tell. So that's not like a proper.
We can cover training, no, for outreach.
Yeah, that's what the problem. Many people who are going for first time or second time, so though they don't have this exposure that how to tell these things to the people. So they face this problem. So when they start telling, so like they start remembering all the what to tell at that time only. So that becomes a problem. So it should be like pre-trained only that what to tell.
So what to tell you? Like,
What
are
to
the
tell?
different points? You all can add.
Hmm.
There is something you all can add. What we can tell while doing outreach.
Hmm. So first of all, like when we are going to meet a person, so first of all we should greet a person, and then we should ask him that okay, have you ever visited ISKCON center nearby? We have our ISKCON Whitefield. Then he may say yes or no. If he says yes, oh that's very good. You have visited our centers. So for this, we are conducting you this sessions every Saturday. So do you know about Bhagavad Gita? Or who spoke the Bhagavad Gita, to whom he spoke the Bhagavad Gita? Then he will tell something. Then you can say that oh, you know very much things you know. So that's a good thing. You can come and you can learn more. And then you can tell that okay, so nowadays we are facing a lot of problems, especially in the corporate world. People are facing a lot of problems. So how to come out of this solution, this problem? Because we are never taught in the school and everywhere that how to come out of this problem. So there comes this spirituality, which actually connects us to ourselves, that how to solve these problems. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna like very profoundly tells that how to overcome these problems: lust, anger, greed, and these are all the basic problems which we face generally in our life. So these kind of thing we can, and generally we should try to mention that this Bhagavad Gita is a manual for life. So how to live life perfectly? So we should always follow a manual. Just like there is a mobile, that how to operate a mobile, there is a manual. So similarly for life also there is a manual that how to live life perfectly. So that's the Bhagavad Gita. So these are the points which we should try to tell. So if you have any point, you can add.
But the problem was lack of sincerity. Lack of sincerity means like he is not sincere to do that.
Lack of training is there.
Lack of sincerity was there. No? So that
Problem was lack of sincerity.
what is the solution for lack of sincerity?
Again, it's the lack of sincerity of the devotees mentioned. So what should be done? So whatever classes we are giving, online classes, what we are. So in those classes, this can be mentioned that how a service should be done, in what attitude, everything can be covered. So devotion is not just sitting like it. So we should do service also in a proper attitude, and there is a mission which is a proper attitude. So we have to do something for the mission. So in this way, repeatedly in the classes and repeat. So that can be helpful for the devotees to contribute something for the mission. There is one solution which is it. And also we can discuss.
Shouldn't they sincerely come to Bhagavatam?
And the other thing is, so if we have seen some people who are not sincere, then we can always have our superiors to discuss with them. So this is what happened, what to do next with them. This is another.
So one-to-one meeting.
One meeting.
One contribution is that every follow-up volunteer comes to take Prasad at least at the center to collect the cards. So one is the lead. We can just summarize these points like these are things we can.
No, now they're saying that we'll have training session one day.
Means apart from training, on the day if we remember, then it will be.
This point is there in your presentation. We all come together and then.
And
The one who are going for the first time to speak.
No, that we didn't mention.
That we can have this also, where whoever is going for the first time, we see training will have once, no? It will not happen again and again. Or maybe we can have it in intervals of 6 months or something. So what I was thinking is, as Pro is saying, there should be some devotees who should summarize what is supposed to speak and what should be the mood and all that. And then they should go out.
in general WhatsApp message can also be written, like what and all can be.
Like you have follow-up, like that we can have
along
a-
with document and all.
And another one thing is that if somebody is new for follow-up or go for outreach, so
So we can send with an experienced YouTuber who is doing.
Yes.
So this can be done.
Even practically you will see also 1 2 times you will see how it is being distributing what he is speaking. Naturally, for the next 2 3 times after speaking, you will pick it up.
So
Opening the door partially after name because after 5 minutes we get to know he is Muslim or Christian.
So the first thing that we should do is ask the name.
first
Hi, I am so and so.
एक conversation.
वो भी वक्त बनते हैं.
Direct conversation.
Like
Direct the eyes here.
Sometimes people, in our case, like a lot of people Muslim people register.
So are they coming? Like, are they coming who registered? No, no, I'm just asking because it
Last
will,
time they didn't come, but you like, I am coming. Let's see.
because it will give us idea that like we should
Yeah, like
register.
we found motivated like 2 times we found.
Yeah, you don't talk amongst yourself.
Hare Krishna.
Talk here.
So asking about the names, I've seen that if you directly ask about the names of myself family and your name, so they sometimes retaliate. They ask,
हाँ, that's an awkward.
Right. So,
हाँ, बहुत बार होता है.
so what
वो लोग
we do
बोलते हैं
is-
कि क्यों, why you want,
why you want to do? So उसके लिए हम we can do
At
this.
least हमारे time, when I used to go, people would tell names.
No, but many times it happens.
The girls will be ready to tell the names. Yeah.
So what we can do is we can tell about ourselves that I'm friendly and myself this and then I'm connected to ISKCON and there are lots of programs and there is one is Festival of Enlightenment. So this will get introduced so that they know.
See, and what I used to do is, we used to introduce ourselves and say that I'm here to invite you for the youth festival. Sorry, I forgot to ask him.
मिडिल में उनका नाम पूछ सकते हैं, सब कुछ बताने के बाद जब वो थोड़ा सा बोल ले
So
तब.
just introduce yourself and you should know the entire agenda why you're meeting. You should tell that we are conducting a youth festival. I'm a corporate professional as a volunteer of ISKCON. I'm here. So I'm here to invite you for the mega grand youth festival of ISKCON Whitefield. Sorry, I forgot. They will tell.
This point is more important. Corporate professional.
You should introduce yourself as corporate professional. Brahmacharis will not introduce as corporate professional. Full time.
Mentors like ISKCON.
बाद में पता चला कि जब वो पूछे कौन से ऐसे काम कर रहे हैं झूठ नहीं बोलना है, कुछ भी झूठ नहीं बोलना है. Always remember, no lie. Be truthful. Polish the truth. If you polish the truth the way they can digest. So brahmacharis can say that I'm a spiritual counselor at ISKCON. I'm a counselor at ISKCON.
Second time when I went to the same hostel.
ये लिख लिया किसने? Introduce the person. We introduce ourselves. We talk about maybe corporate professionals.
Second time when I went to the same hostel, they were telling
So
TCS center. Already बात हो रही है.
I said that we are many corporate I didn't tell about myself.
It's all about how you want to present yourself. It all depends on what you're comfortable with. So introduce like that and then ask the name and then greet the person. Another point which I want to add is we should speak about mantra meditation. Very important.
When we are telling about the session, so generally we tell, like when we tell about this Bhagavad Gita and everything, so we show them card and then tell them that what we have in the session. So we tell them that we have classes, then question answer
Very
session.
important to show the card.
This everything comes under training of the tool. This everything will come under
No,
training.
I know. I'm just taking the content for training.
We just give the card and book also to them. I do.
So generally it happens when we give card in the beginning, na, so they turn it and when they say 100 rupees, na, they become uninterested in the beginning only. So when you tell everything, then in the last when you are telling about that these things we have in the session, so then you give the card in their hand. So then in that you can tell them everything. तब वहाँ पे उनका मतलब कुछ तो उनको एटलीस्ट बता दिया हमने कि भगवत गीता के बारे में ये है, इससे आपको ये फायदा मिलेगा. Then otherwise in the beginning when they see 100 rupees, so they like उनका इंटरेस्ट ही खत्म हो जाता था.
Any other point you want to add?
yeah.
We can show the video of our FOI session once. Like this is
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
video.
yeah,
Oh, video. Oh, FOI का trailer.
even यात्रा videos.
ट्रेलर एंड फुल वीडियो आल्सो शुड बी मेड बिफोर जन्माष्टमी। जन्माष्टमी को हमको
मतलब वो short video ना, promo video.
हाँ
तो वो सब पता नहीं, अब देखिए जो करना है. He'll give promo video. And जैसे वो यात्रा में record किया था ना, already should tell people and ask them to act. जैसे वो आरती आ रहा है, तो जब वो आरती ले रहा है, थोड़ा स्टाइल में रहना.
प्रसाद में वो वाला तो
हाँ, प्रसाद वाला भी एक है.
वही क्लिप यूज
वही क्लिप नहीं. It should be original. Original but with drama.
And this point we attend around 80 to 100 corporate professionals every week they come attend their sessions and get benefited and they are feeling
Yeah.
very happy
Very important, very important.
and you also be part of it.
80 to 100 नहीं, 100 plus.
हाँ, I say 150 plus.
बस वो 1000 plus मत बोलिए.
1000 to ज़्यादा.
100 plus, 150 plus. हाँ.
telling about this platform. It's a great platform where all the youth and corporate professional students can come and help each other.
Platform to connect with people.
They can learn from Bhagavad Gita from this.
But expectation changes for you. We are not up to clear.
हाँ.
We are not up to clear.
That will come. That will we have covered. We will discuss it.
That is the point. Means our focus shouldn't change from Bhagavad Gita and Mantra meditation. Sure.
So learning from Bhagavad Gita.
So many corporate professionals come and they learn.
That thing.
ठीक है. So next.
So I want to add that point. So Prabhuji, so whenever I go for outreach, so I don't say maximum about this problem are there, those problem are there. So I generally speak so practically who are taking Bhagavad Gita. Albert Einstein, he read Bhagavad Gita. What is there in Bhagavad Gita? How it is so interesting that he read Bhagavad Gita. So MS Dhoni, he is reading Bhagavad Gita. And in interview, somebody asked him, you are known as Captain Cool. So what do you say about it? He said that I am reading Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita teaches us how to lead a life. So indirectly credits goes to Bhagavad Gita. So what is there in Bhagavad Gita that these big people are taking this Bhagavad Gita very nicely? So have you thought of this anytime? So then I asked them. So I then make point that we are helping others to know Bhagavad Gita to spread our culture. So I go like this. So this is my strategy.
Speaking about the implications of life or some higher questions in life.
That is it.
Why this world is existing.
And a short video can be made by one follow volunteer nicely so that it can be posted. So every time whoever are named, they can just see that and all speak. Yes.
regarding mantra, we don't have much to say. मैं like ज़्यादा बता सकता हूँ. हरे कृष्ण नाम लेते हैं
No, I just say that we also teach.
Sound meditation.
Should explain it like the most important part of the program is guided mantra meditation, which is very amazing, which is liked and rated by many corporate professionals. Many are getting benefited by this. See, when you say guided mantra meditation, I understand that. No, there's no need to explain too much of it. हरे कृष्ण नाम का बोलने की जरूरत ही नहीं. Just mantra meditation.
And getting positive. That 200 plus devotees, like all professionals are coming together. I see this.
And we should have some striking question. So a striking question like I generally ask them that so can you tell me any situation in your life where you thought 100% and it happened 100%. So generally they say no. So then I ask them who is the controller. So then they generally say that oh yeah, I understood that there is a God, some power. So then we can like discuss more ki theek hai, can you control your lungs, heart, everything. So everything is being controlled. We generally think that we are controller, but there is a other controller, that is a God. So मतलब एक स्ट्राइकिंग क्वेश्चन होना चाहिए जो उनको थोड़ा
So it's up to the person. Whatever clicks
हाँ
you,
हाँ
whatever clicks you people, you can speak that. But main content of the outreach is Bhagavad Gita and mantra meditation. This is the main content. Deeper aspects of life, and you can cover some topics like through Bhagavad Gita, how to control the mind. We have topic on through Bhagavad Gita using is very important.
yeah
Through Through Bhagavad Gita, how to deal with people around.
Hmm.
Through Bhagavad Gita, how to increase on productivity. These are some of the points which we can.
Hmm.
If we say through Bhagavad Gita, how to increase productivity, people who are job seekers, they will be not.
No, other things.
Like, okay, only
But they should know that it's through Bhagavad
हाँ.
Gita. That is important.
We should not hide the Bhagavad Gita and like.
मतलब ऐसा चीजें नहीं बोलनी है जैसे कि they'll teach you how to become productive and all that.
Hmm.
But how are you teaching? Through Bhagavad Gita. So this goes on to say that Bhagavad Gita has got all this. ठीक है आगे बोलिए.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So the second aspect is the lack of volunteers. So sometimes we have lack of volunteers also, and so the solution for it that we should do more and more preaching, and then recruit more for the core team members, because it happens that many times core team members only go for this outreach.
क्या बोले फिर से बोलिए.
For outreach, many times only core team members go. So that's what we should recruit more people in the core team that they can go. Anyone want to add?
How will you recruit?
So, so I have planned, like I told you on discussion yesterday. So we want to conduct a program where before devotees get involved, they are connected to ISKCON through some or other temple. So connecting relationship with them properly, because they know what we are doing, what ISKCON is doing, and what we are practicing, and they are also practicing same. So connecting with them, shifting to theirs, and asking them like for quality services. So connecting with them through so Prabhuji, like actually we are speaking, right? So we want like we can conduct an event where we come together. So we thought of 3 bases actually. So like we thought of like so we want to add this such that entire like Prashadam group IYF should come together and do this actually in IBC, so that we can build an activity. We can
Prasadam Seva.
Entire Krishna Prasadam group, so many devotees are taking to Prasadam, around 100 devotees are taking. So you are telling this just having a meeting for all of them and asking them whatever little service they can render on Saturday or Sunday for other people. The other devotees who are connected to different centers and temples. they are
So
not able to
another
contribute.
thing regarding recruiting more people. So see, PGs are limited. We don't have unlimited PGs. So I don't want people who are introvert, who don't know to speak, to enter the PGs. What will happen is they'll not be able to convey the message, but the other person will remember these are from Mr. Whitefield. They'll say, I know. I'll go to the next time. So only people who are ready to speak or good at speaking can actually register. They should only PGs. So you should recruit such people. Huh?
So else devotees will be there.
Can be in book distribution.
They can go and do, see, they should do IBC services, something so that you people are free. So recruit people who can speak. समझ रहे हैं? And people who are introvert who don't like to go out, don't take them. वैसे वो बोलेंगे नहीं कुछ, so there's no point in this. And who are eager who likes to speak, take them.
That actually we have to see, because when we say to any devotee, then they will not say no. They will say, okay, I will go. But they,
पता होना चाहिए, correct? आपको पता होना
that's why we have to observe them when we observe them sometime. So then we will be able to know that whether they will be speak or not.
Correct.
So then we should like recruit them.
And another thing I saw that devotees when they are going to PG or approaching someone, we are there in the formals actually कुछ nice and fancy are रहते हैं. So we should be nice dress code so that we can show our professionality actually. उससे भी लोग थोड़े impress हो जाते हैं.
Yeah, clothes
are important. पहन के जाते हैं. It is observed actually.
Even when I used to go, I used to make sure the clothes are proper. Tilak also, if you're putting tilak तो नहीं लगाते ना?
नहीं,
Oh, Vaishnav बनते हैं. So you should have nice pants, either jeans or whatever, and a nice shirt should be there.
So generally this happens when the people are not trained, then this happens. When the people are not trained, then this happens. They go in the lower and
Attire is
everything.
also important.
We should say them that we are representing ISKCON, Bhagavad Gita. We should be like we should show our standard actually.
तो अच्छा कौन करके दाढ़ी है वो लगना चाहिए देखने के बाद वो क्या टॉप टाई वगैरह
Tayo.
और थोड़ा क्लीन रखिए अपना अभी लगना चाहिए effulgence दिखाइए, जो don't be झड़ बरस। आप लोग का effulgence है वो दिखाइए आप। Come on. That's very important. Attire is very, appearance is very important.
And then whenever we are talking,
Recruitment का ठीक है ना? Is it convincing to everyone what I said? Only those people should be taken who can speak. Otherwise, there's no point. They can do book distribution and other things.
and it may happens like whoever like it's not like whoever in the living in this base they all can go, because there may be some person who are like introvert and will not be able to tell the this one message like very boldly.
Correct.
We have to search for recruiters also. So there should be genuinely somebody who sees all, observe all those things, who can recruit, who can speak.
I think that can be done by all the core team members. Every core team member should observe and they have to come and speak.
See, Monday meetings are meant for that. आप लोग क्या क्या मतलब जो भी डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, तो ये सब ऑब्जर्व करते रहना है, and you people to select the names. जैसे कोर टीम रिक्रूटमेंट के लिए भी we are suggesting names, जैसे शिवम कोलका सब नाम सजेस्ट किए थे, कोविड को निशान पूजा. We suggest names and then we have to get them, right? That's very important. तो ये वाला दिमाग रखिए कि कौन आउटरीच में जा सकता है, वैसे लोगों को पकड़ना. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट.
Next problem is when we are going to meet with the outsider, then what problem we face there. So first is that finding right PG. So most of the time it happens when we are going into the PG, we might see that people who are living there, they might be daily workers. They work like on this building and on all, yeah. So workers, so daily wages workers. So these kind of people may live there. So that so then there is a wastage of time in registering them because they don't register. So what solution we came up with is connecting with the FOE boys, because a lot of boys come. So we can connect with them and we can go inside their PG with them. And then it will be easy for us to enter also, and then going upstairs to register also. And yes, we want
Are
to.
we doing this already? Are we doing this?
We have to reach resumes.
We have not done no this one. Going to those boys pages. They're already coming to us.
वो तो मेरे
नहीं जो अभी लेवल 4 वाले में हैं, तो उनके बीच में जाना वो तो पूरा चेंज हो गया है. एक साल हो गया ना, हर 6 महीने में चेंज होता रहा.
And second one is weekly outreach to search the right PG. This is a solution.
Outreach for another outreach.
Outreach to search the right PG.
Redeciding.
Pre-deciding that where we are going.
This we were doing, someone said this is not needed. आप बोला ना?
You know, once I was talking with you,
Huh?
so what is happening to you? For example, if I
क्या
go
बोला
to
है ना, जरूरत नहीं है. मतलब पीजी डिसाइड करने जाना जरूरत नहीं है, और because ऐसे ही डिसाइड करते हैं.
so what is happening to you? If I go to one PG this day, for example, I go to one PG, I register 10 people. So if I go to the same PG again, I may register 10 people again because the people are not inside the PG on Sunday evening. So every time we go, the new contact we get and they are getting registered. This is what my observation. The big comfort luxury PGs and all, where I go multiple 3 times, 4 times also, there 5 people, 6 people get registered every day because they are not present last.
And also you are good. We are good.
Yes,
So what is
So in that way, it may not be need like multiple times we can visit a PG. Same PG.
See, इसमें ना one thing that I observed is थोड़ा active endeavor की जरूरत होती है. जैसे I enter a PG and I see that there are 10 rooms which are locked. So I have to note down the numbers. And I have to go and revisit that place.
Yeah.
So this is something which we were doing before, but this is not happening. तो ऐसा बस खत्म हो गया, चलो खत्म, आज का खत्म, next Sunday देखेंगे. Active, हाँ?
ये जब मैं लास्ट ईयर स्टार्ट कर रहा था तभी होता है.
मतलब see with time what happens is we become very slackened in the endeavors. बस जाना है, थोड़ा register करना, 30 registration हो गया, खत्म. So if you write the room numbers and all and go to the same place, what he's saying can be achieved, right?
Teach me how to not all the time.
And people also keep changing. New people come.
Yeah, your life partners are changing. Okay, next.
Second one is entering inside PG. So the problem which we face is like sometimes the owners are sitting there, so we have to connect with them, but they don't allow us to go inside. And so solution for this is like we can direct enter inside the PG without permission, and then we can go also with the FOE boys who are living there. So that will be a good.
And another thing though, like before we were giving calendar, now nowadays we are not giving calendar. That will build a nice relationship, little bit relationship, and we can plan to give some prasad, like biscuits.
That is already
That
first
is
connecting with PG owners.
PG owners.
Connecting with page owners involves all those things. Giving calendar. This will be pre-decided. Before only we'll be connecting with page owners, then giving process and
So
everything.
there's something called as cultivating the PG owners. One is connecting. You just connect. You should cultivate.
But most of the time, PG owners, like if PG owners are there, na, so they allow. But when the caretakers are there, so they don't allow.
No, bro. Owners, PG owners, I have so many.
No, I went with owners. Many.
Some, it's very simple. Some will allow, some will don't. So what we have to do is, without any motive, just go and give prasad and come back.
Hmm.
Keep doing that. Every month, once if we go, they will allow. Right?
When I left my PG, I gave Bhagavad Gita. He happily allowed Sri Kumar again for all. Every time he's allowing.
And see, when you're going, you should go with Tilak and give prasad. We are coming from ISKCON Whitefield.
Sunday program, yeah, Sunday love.
Whatever. Abhi Janmashtami aa raha.
हाँ,
You can
उसका।
invest time in cultivating people.
ये कर
So
सकते।
what you can do is cultivate PG owners.
Very important.
See, pamphlet distribution हो नहीं हो ठीक है आप लोग का, but at least go there, invite them, give them prasad. अभी जन्माष्टमी आ रहा है, फिर वो जब आएंगे, नंबर लिख के रखिए कोई और उसको बोलिए आप आ गए क्या, थोड़ा स्पेशल दर्शन कराइए, प्रसाद दीजिए.
Dedicatedly we will do this only.
We can get PG owners numbers also.
Rather than going around.
What you have to do is for Janmashtami, take the numbers of PG owners and call them on the day. So when are you coming? I'm waiting for you. And take them from the gate to that place, and then give prasad, and then show various places and tell this is what we are doing.
Yeah, we can do that.
Various PGs also register people.
We can have dedicated people for this, at least 10 people.
All Telugu people should be involved in this.
Big solution.
Everyone can stop now registration. FOI registration.
Pamphlets also will not do. We will exclude this. All
See, core team should do this. Others should go to pamphlet distribution. All right. So this is all one point and focused endeavor. So एकदम दिमाग लगा के इसको कीजिए पूरा. All Sundays go out, just give pamphlet.
थोड़ा sweet thing.
वहाँ जो cooks है ना, जो caretaker है उनको भी दीजिए, खुश रखिए सबको.
And we can get the contacts of owners.
हिंदी तो आता है लोग.
PG owners को पता होता है. And in this way we can map also which all PGs are there.
Who all know Telugu here? Only one, two. तेलुगु you know Telugu.
Look, Hindi
बाकी लोग
also.
सीख जाइए.
So many owners know Hindi. So many owners know. Most of the customers are Hindi.
हाँ, सबको पता ही हो.
हिंदी, अरे वो हिंदी में बात कीजिए.
हाँ.
Somebody the customer base to everything, but when they see somebody for some other purpose, they
We'll show calendar and prasad. Immediately the heart will do.
Yeah.
Something that will- some direct-
Even if they don't understand, they have this calendar and prasadna, they will understand everything.
कैलेंडर तो है नहीं अभी, लेकिन प्रसाद तो दे सकते हैं और हमें जन्माष्टमी में पैम्पलेट है, पैम्पलेट दीजिए.
So, I want to say this actually. So we are discussing this also in core meeting. So sometimes it is
So this has to happen by core members only.
like therefore like service जब भी distribute होता है जब core meeting को isolate करके रखते हैं आगे फिर आना. So before we discuss that there should be static services not implementing. These are not implemented.
What you think?
So services should be static.
Where? Which day?
Before like we were discussing Monday.
Which day? Sunday.
Saturday. Before you go. So
there should be static services. So like sometimes we are located here and there. So let us have like make sure that this should happen without any delay.
Majority of the time devotees should be there only. Only when there is utter need in some places we have to go. Otherwise we'll be all will be in one place. I myself am not going anywhere Saturdays. Only in utter need, no, we have to. Even when I will be needed somewhere, I have to. Otherwise, we can, we all will be.
Before we discuss,
I didn't understand.
Means people are sent to different services. Instead of giving the same service every week.
we are not before we discussed in meeting that there should be
Anyways,
static services.
this is execution. I want Sunday evening discussion, outreach. Outreach, this cultivation of PG owners should happen. Yes. Take the numbers, call them, and then invite them for Janmashtami, host them personally. So all the devotees of core team should be there in the pandal.
Registration
And I mean, they should be in ACs level. So registration, if you will be in registration, you will be hosting PG owners. You can have few more devotees who can host PG owners. Do this actively.
For this, we need to have proper, for this we actually should have proper sheet. We should maintain the data. PG
वो तो किए थे हम लोग every I don't know multiple times you do whether we can use it.
नहीं तो एरिया डिवाइड करके टारगेट करते हैं.
गूगल लिंक में डाल गूगल लोकेशन की लिंक और सेव करके गूगल मैप्स पे और PG में ओनर नंबर तो और उसमें ये भी होगा ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि हम केयर टेकर का नंबर लें हो सकता है कि हम केयर टेकर का नंबर लें बहुत बार वो ओनर नहीं होता केयर टेकर वी हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट ओनर भी क्योंकि केयर टेकर जब बोलेंगे हाँ नेक्स्ट टाइम आ जाना लेकिन बाद में ओनर को
ओनर को कल्टिवेट करना है.
हाँ मतलब ओनर शुड बी कल्टिवेटेड
ठीक है लिस्ट बनाएंगे ये तो
organized way में we should
and this should be there already. This list was there already. I don't know where it is. It was there.
रोजी
है ना?
fresh
रोजी इस बार ऐसा एरिया डिवाइड करते हैं नॉट द प्लेस
तो devotees को divide करेंगे.
कोर टीम में डिवाइड होगा तो आउटरीच नहीं करेंगे ये डेडिकेटेडली करेंगे पीजी में उसका
ठीक है PG आने बोलो. एरिया डिवाइड कीजिए, लोग डिवाइड कीजिए, वार्ड डिवाइड कीजिए, जो करना है कीजिए.
एक्सपांड कर लें.
वैसे easy लगता है कि जो जिस एरिया में जा रहा है उसको पता
हाँ.
मैंने ये कवर कर लिया
अगली बार वहीं से रजिस्टर भी कर देंगे.
और पर्टिकुलर नाम नंबर सब कुछ रख के वही वॉलंटियर्स होस्ट करेंगे उनका.
तो एफर्ट्स वेस्ट ना हो एक बार शीट बने तो फिर अच्छे से एबल टू लिस्ट
राइट
करेक्ट. ठीक है नेक्स्ट पॉइंट.
बट इसका हमारा मोटिव क्या है पीजी के अंदर इससे लॉन्ग टर्म स्मूथ हो जाएगा रेपुटेशन
ये गाली पड़ेगी.
एंड जन्माष्टमी की एक मंथ से हमें साल भर
And
का
all the PG people are entering.
हाँ कभी
एक एक्सपेक्ट है इतना टाइम स्पेंड लेकिन एक्चुअल पीजी में रजिस्टर नहीं होता ऐसा भी कई बार इंटरनेट में पुलिस में तो होता था वी गॉट एंट्री एवरीथिंग
वो वाला पॉइंट नहीं लिखे क्या राइट रॉन्ग टाइम पे एंट्री क्योंकि 8 बजे जनरली सब डिनर
Blockage. At least to enter that place, there's a
नहीं 8 बजे हम लोग प्रसाद लेते हैं मतलब खाना खाते हैं ना तो उस टाइम पे हम लोग पीजी में जाते हैं तो वहाँ पे नीचे सब लोग रहते हैं और ऊपर बहुत कम लोग रहते हैं
Yeah, but you have
और वहाँ पे ओनर एंट्री भी नहीं करने.
seats like not that equal.
कल्टिवेट होना भी अच्छा है प्रभु. जैसे मैं भगवत गीता दिया वो ही हैप्पीली एवरी टाइम वांट टू कल्टिवेट एंड दैट इज इसका इज अलाउइंग एवरी टाइम.
Specifically cultivate them to allow them PG.
बिकॉज़ यू पीजी से आ रहा है
और वो कोई बेकार नहीं है वो पर्टिकुलर वॉलंटियर वही पीजी में जाते हैं
That is also there.
so that way होस्ट करेंगे तो पीजी ओनर्स को भी वी कैन शो कि दिस वी आर डूइंग
ये तो रेगुलर आता है इसलिए कि उसका दर्शन करके
हाँ, वो PG में वही devotee जाना चाहिए. That is something which you have to know.
प्रिंट होना चाहिए.
वही PG में जाना चाहिए.
एंड दिस कैन आल्सो हेल्प फॉर द माराथन सेंटर बिकॉज़ अभी अगर पीजी वाला हम माराथन जैसे सो वहाँ माराथन का एरिया हम लोग एक बार मैप कर देंगे तो फॉर माराथन बेस एंड सेंटर बोथ इट विल हेल्प
This happened actually. So I went to Amogila Koji का प्रोग्राम था So I went to one PG owner, I gifted him a book. So till now also when I go to market, I visit that place, I visit that PG, I do three registrations, then come back. So he's cultivated nicely, giving books.
Sometimes, if you're just passing by that place, you can just say hi and how are you doing? How good? In life? Very good. मतलब कह रहा हूँ ना, it's all about active. See, there's so much to do in preaching. So much. It's all about being actively involved in understanding क्या क्या करना चाहिए. This something is.
अगर ऐसे आउटरीच में भी एरिया डिवाइड कर दो और ये एरिया में शायद ये एरिया हम लोग हैंडल करें. We'll have connect with all the people.
And we know also what is going on in that area.
हमारा गली को भी है.
ठीक है, next.
Next problem is when we go for outreach, so almost at 8, so everywhere dinner starts. So most of the people are downstairs, they are taking dinner. And most of the time, like owners and caretakers are there. So they don't allow to enter into the PG. And even if you go without taking permission, so most of the people are downstairs, they are taking food. So that becomes like at the time of taking food also, they don't want to talk to anyone. So that's what the problem we generally face. Most of the time, the doors are locked. Solution is that we should go a little early, so that before taking dinner, we can approach
वहाँ पर
them.
5 बजे जाता है.
Prasadam can be made earlier, so that we can take a If we take Prasadam, we have energy to go for a long time in the night also. Even if we want to do something.
मुझे याद है अभी
ऐसा तो
4 o'clock is there in May. Till 5 o'clock, everybody is at 5 o'clock we will take. 5 to 8 o'clock we will do.
हाँ, मॉर्निंग में बनता है.
सर तो फिर 8 बजे के बाद
आके आप नहीं करें. You will not have energy to speak.
कोविड के टाइम से
Go around
डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में जाते हैं.
and meet morning we
4:30 है.
night we
You can have some energy drink.
वो बोल रहे 4:30 को दे सकते
हाँ, तो कोविड के टाइम में हम जाते थे बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन पे कोविड पहले तो अभी
हैं. एक दिन अभी तो बनता है सैटरडे को. It comes to अजय मंडल वाली ना. संडे सॉरी, हाँ संडे को बनता है. अजय मंडल आता है.
Sunday was the very
बढ़िया.
last time it was very late. 7 o'clock only.
5:30 को ready रहते हैं. Roti should move 5:30.
Not 5:30 also. 5 o'clock it will be.
अभी प्रसाद चाहिए.
संडे को मॉर्निंग थोड़ा गरम गरम लेके जाना.
गरम अच्छा खिलाइए. इतना प्रसाद के जा रहे हैं. 4:30 को तैयार रहेगा वो.
2:30 पे अच्छा.
3-4 हो गए तो हो जाएगा.
नहीं क्वारंटाइन में कोई मैसेज डालना चाहिए. नहीं तो 6 बजे आ जाएंगे और कैसे 6 बजे प्रसाद लेके 7 बजे निकलते हैं. 9 बजे वापस.
सिंपल है कि 4 टीम मेंबर शुड गो. कोई आए नहीं आए, आप लोग जाने चाहिए. लेकिन अगर आप लोग नहीं गए और सो गए,
बिकॉज 8 के बाद से डिनर टाइम वाला
हाँ, dinner time होगा.
तो हम लोग डिनर टाइम
at least 4 teams should go first. The first team has done amazing job. They listed all the problems.
मैं नहीं लिखा पर चारों को लिखा.
ठीक है. और क्या है?
डिनर में कोई फायदा नहीं है कि डिनर में जैसे मैं गया था तो डिनर ले रहा तो वो हट के जाएगा नहीं
लेकिन रजिस्टर कैसे करेगा?
नहीं उसने रिसीव किया मेरे किसी.
क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग बहुत
नहीं मतलब
वो बोलते हैं कि आई डोंट हैव अ मोबाइल, हाउ कैन आई रजिस्टर?
ये लेकिन बॉस एंड ये थोड़ी वो तो इधर करने लायक रहता तो कर लेता. सुनता है बाकी तो अगर कुछ काम कर रहे हैं या सो रहे हैं तो कोई कुछ.
हाँ, बट दैट इज लाइक एक्सेप्शन. बहुत कम लोग होते हैं
जो
सर.
नीचे आके टेबल पे खा रहे हैं उनकी जरूरत है.
कभी कभी रूम से प्लेट लेके आते हैं.
You can connect with them. They are bound to do.
नीचे तो ग्रुप भी हो जाता है. नीचे जब वो टेबल पे
हाँ.
4-5 लोग का ग्रुप हो जाता है, फिर ग्रुप में लेता नहीं.
ग्रुप में कोई लेता नहीं.
नीचे नहीं वही रूम में रहेंगे तो रूम में
एक बार भी ट्राइड, यहाँ पे एक रजिस्ट्रेशन हुआ था, कुछ लोग फूड ले रहे थे, तो उसमें से एक बंदा बोला मेरा मोबाइल ऊपर है, तो हाथों धो के गया, लेके आया मोबाइल, तो रजिस्टर किया.
ठीक है, 5 बजे निकलिए आप लोग और 8 बजे वापस आ जाओ. सी गो, इट्स अ वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट. You should go in a very productive time. See, you people are investing your valuable time. Why go in a time where you waste your time? Right? It's a very important time. I was not going this. We used to go early and come back early.
When you used to go? During your thing, when?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
I remember we used to spend a lot of time afternoon also. So in a day, me and one more boy, we do 30 registration. So उनका भी थोड़ा जोश था एक बार. So in a day we would do 30, just 2 hours. Like that, full day. Morning breakfast करके जाएंगे, फिर रात को डायरेक्ट डिनर करेंगे. पर इतना करने की जरूरत नहीं आपको. 3 घंटा कीजिए काफी. Productive time should. But अगर माराथन में अगर हम स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, then we should have a marathon. We should have a marathon and we should have registration like 200 or something, and then we should be marathon. Okay, next.
Marathon, if you are going to start a center, you should think of going there for AECs, right? Because they will be confused. The Barbara Mare, Avi, next time we are going to connect a program in Marathon, but we are inviting them for AECs. Next time when we approach them, we are already registered. We may tell like that. People will not turn up to Marathon. In case, I don't know when Marathon is.
Then Martel we can like stop or something.
That much we
Last
can
week
do.
promotion. Okay, next.
Next is that sometimes we face a long traveling time between two PG, and even from going from IPC to that destination
That
also.
happens in the ACS level most of the time. But every PG is very far.
So solution is that assigning location according to the near area, and who have vehicle, they can go like far area. They can go for far area.
Especially in ACS layout, we can assign a devotee who is having vehicle. Because all PGs are very far from one PG to another. Rest of the areas, Martali, Munekula, there are so many PGs at one place.
Third one is the problem what we face during registration. So sometimes people say that they have a working weekends and night shift. So the solution for this is that just give them a Sloka Day card. I try to make them install the app in their mobile, so that they can like take out the benefit from that. And then giving them, like telling them about the Wednesday session. Suppose they are not able to come for the Saturday Sunday, so we can tell them on Wednesday we have book reading session, or whenever you get time in the weekdays, please try to visit the center, have a darshan of the Lord, and that's all.
Weekdays also weekdays it will be difficult. And again, call Sunday love.
Sunday.
हाँ, that's what कि जब भी उनको whenever they are comfortable, because since we are going for Saturday, so if they are not able to come, so whenever they are comfortable, so just tell them that please try to reach, and we should give the Sloka Day card to them, because we will not be able to map whether they are coming on Sunday or not. So at least we should just tell them that okay, please do come.
I'm an admin in one group, info group something. Those are very interested. In that case, like who are seeing and they're not able to because of night shift, they're not able to. I add them in, so they will get updates of every Sunday.
This is your personal group.
I will see info something every Sunday. Sunday message comes every time. Sunday program is
on
right field info.
Right field info. You are admin.
We don't know.
Night shift. People can do night shift classes also.
Night shift class. He will give night shift class. Night shift class.
आप लोग अपने आप को बच्चा ही है. अगर ज़्यादा प्रचार मिला तो उनको ही मार. ठीक है, next बोलिए problem solution.
And then when they are in the group, or when we go inside the colleague PG, when they are grouping, because mostly it happens when the people are in the group, they resist for this registration. They don't want to register, because if someone in the group, he just like have a negative impact about this, so the all people just try to follow that. So in that case, we come up with a solution that just try to give them prasad, so that we can have a positive impact on them. And then we should try to like generally it is because they might not be having some appropriate sukriti, so we should try to create. So what we generally do when we go, so like at least make them to chant at least one time Krishna, the name of Krishna, because that will increase their sukriti. So we can ask that who spoke Bhagavad Gita, they may say Krishna. So if or else you can say Hare Krishna, they will say Hare Krishna. So in this way we can at least increase their piety or sukriti. So that
आप लोग प्रसाद ले जाते हैं?
नहीं, but
हाँ? नहीं ना?
प्रसाद नहीं ले जाते.
Plan the small biscuit. Small.
But when they paper packets from that.
Ask who is sitting. So,
Some sugar biscuits, small. We can put in a cup. Only thing is, devotee should not. They should be.
no, let them eat. ना ज़्यादा
हाँ,
बोलना चाहिए.
yes.
खाने भी दीजिए और receive भी करना. ठीक है. और
And getting a person,
मतलब उनको register करना है. We not endeavor to register.
नहीं नहीं करेंगे, वो अगला पॉइंट है. Getting a person outside the friend circle, if he's sitting there, so उसमें से अगर पता चल गया कि ठीक है ये इंटरेस्टेड है, तो सुन रहा है, क्वेश्चन भी कर रहा है, so we can call him, please come. तो वो जब आएगा बाहर,
आ जाते हैं.
हाँ ऐसा होता है जैसे कि जब पीजी में जैसे 4 लोग बैठे हैं एक बेड पे, एक इस बेड पे एक उस बेड पे, तो जैसे ही लोग एंट्री करते हैं तो चारों ऐसे मुंह देखने लगते हैं. तो उसमें से एक जब इधर जो जो इंटरेस्ट है तो बोलता है कि, तो उन लोग पूछने जाता था, अगर उन लोग बोलते हैं कि नहीं मेरे को इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, सो दे कैन से ओके नो प्रॉब्लम, यू कैन कम आउटसाइड, हैव समथिंग फॉर यू. तो उसके बाद उनको श्लोका डे कार्ड देने के बहाने व्हेन दे विल कम, so at that point of time, okay, so it's your personal decision, so if you want these thing in your life, so please take the personal decision on your own. So
Now,
this
how
thing,
far this works, though, if it works, it is very nice.
we have to try, because generally 1 or 2 try.
Those people disturb.
हाँ.
करते कोई कोई कर लेते हैं.
people disturb us.
This good. इसको क्लोरोफॉर्म संगा के लेके आए.
And then this is the biggest thing which we face, that they have a negative impression about ISKCON. So one of the incidents I will tell. So last weekend I went in one of the PG, and I was trying to register a boy. So he registered, but at the same time he was saying that I heard that you people send money outside India. So this is very important, because they have this preconception, so we have to clarify it without we don't be in the aggressive mood, but we try to give them some practical situation which they are able to understand. So I just told them that okay, like we are providing free prasad, so it's not like that we are taking the money and we are sending it, because we are expending it in the service of the society. So it's not like that we are taking money and we are giving it outside. So practical thing which we should tell to them, that so that this impact, this impression what they have, so that should go away. And then
Basically, whoever is doing for the outreach, they should be clear with whatever preconception people might be having. So
हाँ.
they should be prepared how to answer.
हाँ, how
and
to answer,
resolve
yeah.
those
Very
questions.
important.
That's it.
Otherwise, if this preconception is with them and you are not able to answer those things, so that will again go more deep into.
Otherwise, document also where they need. You can just share
Hmm.
something.
So only 2-3 question they ask, that this sending money outside. So this is like very common question they ask, and that's all. This is.
Brahmachari.
These are like basic.
ब्रह्मचारी making बहुत.
ब्रह्मचारी मेकिंग आई हैवंट गॉट, अभी तक तो कोई मिला नहीं, जो भी मिला यही वाला.
That will not become. It's okay.
So another one question raised, I said also to my teammates, so that's what this point came up. So Amogila project issue happened. So ISKCON people are saying like this about Amogila project banned. He's very senior, why he's doing like this. So I said him what wrong he said actually. Huh? And the newspaper also highlight what wrong ISKCON has did actually. But it will not highlight that we are conducting FOA session on every Saturday repeatedly, but they not highlight this. So what he said actually wrong. Then he simply kept quiet. He did not say anything. So we are teaching Bhagavad Gita. We are helping to other to grow in the culture. So that's what we are doing. Then they came up. Okay, yes, sir. Nice. Then he started appreciating.
It's all about our conviction, confidence. That's what matters. Actually, क्या गलत किया हमने? Actually, that letter itself is bogus, because Anyway, so that itself was not proper. So, because of that,
The volume.
I'm not there.
I should, I think, stop it.
So this, like effort itself was not proper. So, it was glorifying Vivekananda and nonsense. Proper never did. So we should be confident that what he shouldn't have spoken in public. That is different. But what he spoke was not incorrect. He just spoke the facts.
And they are there also. And they are there also evident, which Vivekananda said. So evidence are there, you can
Yeah.
say. I said all those things and you said.
See, what else?
So the general solution for this is that give good impression and info about services what we do for the society. So don't like we should not try to just retaliate whatever they have said. So impression, good impression. At last we should leave on them.
What else?
And then the problem is that we have sometimes they say that we have monetary issue, we will not be able to pay 100 rupees because we don't have job. So at that point of time, if the person is really sincere, because in the talk we can like analyze the person whether he is serious or not. So if he's sincere, we should take his contact. We should not register, rather we should take his contact, and on the weekends we should call him. So if he will come, then he will give his attendance, then his name and contact will go into the Excel sheet. So otherwise we should not register. If he is like having monetary issue, he is not, he does not want to register. So at that point of time, volunteer should take this responsibility of taking his contact and calling him for the session. If he comes for the session, then he gives the attendance, then his name and contact will go into the database.
So basically, you're not registering him.
Huh.
You just take his contact.
We will
What
call
do you
him.
tell him?
We will take his contact, and we will say that okay, you are not able to pay, no problem. You come next time, you pay. So if he is coming next time, if he is sincere, he will come, he will give his attendance, and we will not ask money at that time, but he will
But
register.
if you say that come next time, then you pay,
Hmm.
then that person might not come.
Because generally they say it's not like they don't have money only, so they will say that okay, in next week I will be having money, then I will pay you, please come next time. Or they will say that okay, after this month you come, like at the end of month you come. So that's what. So if they're really sincere, then we can do this.
Still many are there. Just few are highlighted here.
You can do like the gym also. Or the 3 days free demo. Like that we can help you them from my side and
That's what, like uh, hmm. every weekend we can call them. If they are sincere, we can call them that okay, you just come and attend the session.
Because many people are there who don't have jobs, so they literally straightforward say, I don't have right now 100 rupees. So,
Hmm. So that's why it totally depends on the volunteers. Like he start talking there, so he can take contact, no problem. But अगर registration में क्या है कि if again the contacts will go up. That's what.
Correct. So this volunteer personally has to do that.
That personally you have to call.
Again, one has to be responsible. That's what you want to say. Okay, next.
And this last problem in this section is the consultation with others. So suppose like some when you are registering some boys, so they generally say that okay, I will consult my friend because he has gone outside. I want to come with him. I will consult my father and mother for this. So in that case, you can again, if he's sincere, he he generally he is very sincere, but he just wants some this one consultation from his friend or father or mother. So then we can take his contact, and on next weekend we can call him that did you contact someone, did you consult
I
someone.
have two ऐसे कोई consult वाले लोग.
हाँ, जैसे मैं एक था कि मेरा केस ना, वो बोला कि ठीक है मैं देखता हूँ, बात करता हूँ, तो फिर मेरे को खुद ही मैसेज किया कि आई वांट टू कम जस्ट.
किया था.
हाँ, तो उसने बोला था कि आई विल कंसल्ट माय फादर एंड मदर ऑल्सो.
But did you register?
हाँ, उसने आया था क्लास में, वो अटेंड, हाँ 100 रुपीज़ वो दिया था. हाँ,
So he is registered. So here the
बट लेकिन वो सेशन के लिए नहीं बोला था, वो बोला आई विल टेक द बुक, सो मैं 100 रुपीज़.
It's okay. मेरा point ये है कि they are saying to register, I'll consult with them. Correct. ऐसा कोई है जो बाद में register किया? ये तो उसने already register किया और
नहीं वो रजिस्टर नहीं किया था.
नहीं किया. आप बोले तो 100 rupees दिया.
हाँ, वो किताब का दिया था 100 रुपीज़.
But you didn't put him in list.
हाँ, वो बोला कि मैं नहीं आऊँगा सेशन, बोला.
नंबर आपने उसको दिया.
हाँ, वो मेरा नंबर लिया, बोला कि
ये तो बहुत rare case है.
हाँ मतलब एक दो ऐसे मिल जाए तो ठीक है।
एक ही मिला है, दूसरा मिला है ऐसा? Very rare.
But sometimes once twice there is some problem.
ठीक है।
समटाइम्स एक ऐसे भी होता है कि एक उसके रूम में केवल वही है, तो वो ये बोलते हैं कि मेरे रूममेट आएंगे तो
हाँ ये वाला सीन है।
ये